Soccer Aid, featuring some of the most famous names from football and some of the most famous names from entertainment. In an England versus the rest of the world match, Robbie Williams will tell you that England have won the two previous Soccer Aids, one here at Old Trafford 4 years ago and one at Wembley 2 years ago when Harry Redknapp was the successful England manager, although he didn't have James Corden in his ear all that particular night. Andy Townsend, an Irish World Cup captain alongside me. Andy, I guess this is like asking you to go on stage with U2 at the O2.
Oh, I wouldn't mind, Clive. I don't think I'll be very good, but I'd have a good go, let me tell you. And that's what this is all about, Clive. It's all about these guys have been together for 3 or 4 days and they're loving it. And you get the feeling there is a real It was a good foul to make that, because Henrik Larsson had really got motoring. You're not sure. He was going to be maybe trying to pick it out in front of Alan Shearer. He nearly ended up picking it out the back of the net.
Here's Zidane, not the man to give it to, Robbie. Nicky Byrne goes down. Is that a penalty? Robbie Williams brought him down. Penalty to the rest of the world. Controversial decision by Pierluigi Collina, not because it wasn't a foul, but it's Robbie's game.
Well, that's Collina's 2 tickets for Robbie's next concert. Up the Swanee, definitely.
But he might get in the next West. Nicky Byrne slips and David Seaman keeps it out. Penalty saved. But he lost his...
And the run-up looks good till that point there. He just loses his foot in, doesn't really hit it. The goalkeeper doesn't really have to do it.
Zidane motors forward. He could beat them all in himself, this guy. Sami Hyypiä's charging upfield.
That's a great ball as well.
Look for him. David Seaman came out, crashed into Sami Hyypiä. Robbie Williams gets it away tidily this time.
Waited, as we've seen him do so often over the years. He probably felt he was just impeded a little bit. This is Damian Lewis. Look, he has a little look up and he just clips that. And Jens Lehmann is struggling. He's never getting it. Is it going to dip under the bar? That is so unlucky, Clive. It was a great tackle from Nicky Byrne, and Ryan Giggs immediately seeing David Seaman half the yard off the line, but no. Bye-bye. He's lunging in a wee bit, Robbie. He's got to be careful. Brilliant little swivel from Zidane there for Ryan Giggs. He wants to have the shot, and he just rolls it back along the 6-yard box. Damian Lewis doing very well. I'm not surprised either seeing that. From Gordon there, just unfortunately lost his foot in.
He was on Rangers books.
Out for some extra special treatment here tonight, Clive. Flying in there, Johnny Wilkes. Have a little cutback, then the drop back from Ralph Little. That's a good strike from Shearer. That really does make Jens Lehmann work. He's have to...
He loves his football, doesn't he, Jamie? At times I've kind of met him, he really does. That's great. You had that planned as assistant manager, didn't you? You've been working on that, you knew that was going to happen.
Shearer come to the ball, makes it 1-2 and just put it in the back of the net.
I was sat with Louise, and Louise said his boys had said to...
Clever little ball there. You can see he's very deliberate in his intentions to find Teddy Sheringham there. It's just half a yard behind Sheringham, who can't quite...
Neither Nicky Byrne nor Ralph Little pulled out. He's actually in plaster as we speak, Rupert Penridge. Now, suddenly a chance for Nicky Byrne. Oh, really good save by Jamie Kingston. Fantastic stop.
It's not the point, as Gordon Ramsay does well. He actually thought for 1 minute that he was possibly going to get through there, but this is the previous save. Jamie thinks, what a good stop that is. Nicky Byrne does everything, has a little look, weighs it all up. That's a good
idea. But Zidane tackled by Jonathan Wilkes. Luis Figo. Shane Filan. No, just slipped.
He has a little look maybe to slot someone, Teddy, and I think Paddy Kilty just wanders off his line half a yard. Just about got away with that.
I'm sure he'd have reached it if he'd been stood on his line.
Yeah, good little interplay between Shearer and Ollie Mers. Look at Teddy, just runs in off of Gethin Jones. And he's always been so accurate with his heading. He doesn't always try and thump it with his head. He just makes sure he hits the target. He tucks it down and he gives Paddy Kilty no chance. Terrific header, classic Sheringham.
He scored one in the Soccer Road match at Wembley 2 years ago, Teddy Sheringham. And England now have a 2-0 lead.
Watch us have a look from this angle. Oh, it's very tight, it's very, very tight. It's a smart bit of work from the official. It is.
Thumbs up to Jeremy Simpson.
What a ball as well.
Mo Matador, the two linesmen on duty. Premier League linesmen have given their...
They've kept going, they played some nice football. Shane finally gets into a good area. He rides that first challenge, does exactly the right thing. Pull it back across that 6-yard box. And there's Joe Calzaghe rolling it in from 4 or 5 yards. But really smart bit of work. Has a couple of stabs at it, Joe. It doesn't matter. It's in the back of the net.
Made by a celebrity, scored by a celebrity. Robbie Williams has left us meanwhile, so has Ollie Murs. And on in their places have come Paddy McGuinness and Ricky Hatton for England. It's Alan Shearer. Oh, stopped by Patrick Kilty. Fantastic save. Shearer denied by an Irish comedian. How do you feel, Alan?
It's classic Shearer as well, because look, he gets on that right foot, runs across the front of Gordon Ramsay. Well done, Paddy.
And by an Irish comedian who supports Manchester United.
Oh, Sammy's just needs to just take a bit off that fringe. I think he'd have nodded that straight in the net. It's come off his shoulder, that one. That's the one you dream about, Clive. The one that comes back to you on the half volley at Old Trafford. Unfortunately, just skewed. There you go. Linking up with Zidane. There's the run from Larson. Nicky Butt is travelling to get across, and he just about does enough. It's a good strike from Larson. Ben Shepherd. Good tackle. Good tackle. Zidane rolls it into Larson, so you've got to make sure here. Does exactly the right thing, Johnny Wilkes. Just gets his body in.
Got to wait for somebody to come off first. It's Gordon Ramsay. He's absolutely given his all tonight. And Woody Harrelson has been a treat in the rest of the World Camp during training. Most amiable man. Admits he's not played a great deal of football, so he didn't start the game until he was 40. Oh, listen! The rest of the world are on terms. Sami Hyypiä's got the goal. And Woody Harrelson has done the trick straight away.
Inspired substitution, that. Marvellous work from Kenny. It's a great ball whipped in. I think it's Luis Figo. Jamie Theakston's wandering a little bit, and it just comes off of Sami Hyypiä. Under pressure from Teddy Sheringham and Nicky Butt.
Back of the neck.
Yeah. It's one of those awkward ones that ends up looping. Look, that's exactly where the goalie should be. Even Paddy McGuinness trying to punch, got just natural movement of a footballer. It's a good strike, it's a lovely left-footed clip. But again, look, taking people on, just dipping the shoulder, swiveling the hips, very unlucky.
He played in a celebrity game up at Newcastle. He was 24 years of age. This is what, 6 years ago.
Brilliant play from Figo. Doesn't really hit it off the top of his foot clean enough there. Henrik Larsson, as he would have liked, sort of ends up scuffing it a little bit and just dragging it. Nonetheless, why not have a go?
Zidane. Put out by Jonathan Wilkes. Hyypiä wins it from Sheringham. We've gone for a chip, and Jamie Theakston is equal to it. It's Henrik Larsson! Oh, wonderful stop by Jamie Theakston. I'm sorry, Fabio, you should have been here tonight. This is the man.
Great football as well. What a brilliant ball that was from Brian Lara, put him through. And put that one in the back of the net. Watch Jamie Theakston, stands up. Excellent work.